Hey guys, welcome back to Coders Arcade. This is Ashank David, and welcome back to a brand new video. In this video, we are going to discuss about how you can install MySQL in Windows 11 operating system. So if you have a laptop, if you have bought a new laptop and you're starting with the SQL part, the very first thing that you need to install is MySQL into your system, where you will install MySQL Workbench and all those things. So in this video, I am going to explain you how to do that exactly. Let's get right into the topic before we do anything. So first of all, I'll just go to my web browser and I'll open up Google here. And here I will start typing MySQL and I'll just search for MySQL simply. The very first link that comes here is mysql.com. So I'll just click onto it once and mysql.com website opens up. Now guys, as of for 2025 December, this is how the website looks like for the time being right now. And maybe in future you might be seeing this video and you might be watching this video and you might be wondering like it has been like 2-3 years after this. Maybe in future you're watching this video. Then in that case, the website may look a little bit different, but you don't have to worry about because you just have to navigate into the downloads part of this website. Once you open the website, you can just simply go on to downloads. You just need to find the downloads option. For me right now, it is right up here and I'll just click onto that and then I'll just scroll down a little bit. And here there are lots of different options available. Now you don't have to worry about any of the other options other than the last one here. That is MySQL Community GPL downloads. So we are going to click onto this particular link right here. You can see, right? So here I can just click onto it once and this new page opens up where it says MySQL Community Downloads. So what I'll do is I'll just click onto MySQL installer for Windows. You don't have to worry about any other thing here. You can just click onto MySQL installer for Windows and this web page opens up. In this web page now it tells you that the latest version right now as of current December 2025 8.0.44 is the version which is currently available right now. So we are not going to touch anything here. Now this UI may a little bit be different from what you see in my system right now if you're watching this video in future, but you don't have to worry about whatever version is there in that particular current time of watching of this video guys. You can just click onto the topmost one, this one. As you can see, this one right here, as I've selected this, you can just click onto the download button right here. And as soon as you click onto the download button, it takes you another web page where it asks you to log in or sign up. Now you don't have to worry about logging in or signing up guys. You don't have to worry about this. You can just directly click onto no thanks just to start my download. And as soon as you click onto this uh, dialog box will open up. Now I will just select my desktop and I'll click on to save, but you can select wherever you want to download. And there you go. It gets downloaded right here. Now I'm gonna minimize this window and there you go. This is my downloader on my desktop that I've downloaded right away. Now next step is I am going to double click and open it. And this is how it will open. So you just have to click on to yes, change. And then this again, it will ask you twice or thrice about yes. So you just have to click on to yes. Now guys, this window opens up and you can just select onto full. Now there are lots of different options here. You can select server side only or client side only. You don't have to do that. You just click onto full. Now, if you are an advanced user, then you can do a custom installation, but I don't recommend this for now. Right now, if you don't know much about SQL and you're just a beginner, make sure to just click onto full. Now, what full will do is it will install everything related to SQL. It will install MySQL Workbench also. That is the most important part because we'll be using that right away. And it will install all the important softwares and applications which are needed for you to run an SQL command or related to that. So we will have to click on to full. If you are an advanced user and you know what you are doing, then in that case you can just simply click on to custom and go next. But I'm just going to click on to full and then I'm just going to click on to next. Now it asks me where you want to install this. See, previously in my system I have installed it before, so it is showing that the selected path already exists, but that is fine. I'll just leave it as it is. For you, this error might not come. It should not come. If it comes also, you can just ignore it. It will by default select the correct path and you just have to click on to next. And it asks me, because this error is coming, so it is asking me, you still have warning with your selected path. Are you sure you want to continue? I'll say yes, I want to continue. So this is the thing, guys. So if you have not installed MySQL, or if you're an advanced user, you might see this error. But if you're a new person, a new installation you're doing from the scratch, you might not see that error. You just have to say next and ignore everything, and then you just have to go on. Then you can see that what all things are getting executed and getting installed. So MySQL Server, MySQL Workbench, MySQL Shell, router, documentation, sample and examples are going to get installed into my system. I just look over it. I know what I'm doing, and because I've selected full, everything will get installed. So I'll just click on to execute. So now this may take a while, guys, and it will download everything and then it will get installed. So I'll skip this part of the video, guys, for you guys. So here, as you could have seen that in my this thing, one error came, but I went back and I just click on to next and execute, and it worked for me. So if something like that happens, you can definitely do that as well. Now we'll just click on to next, and finally again we'll do execute, where now once it was downloaded previously, now it will get installed. Okay, so it took a very long time, guys, to get it installed. It took around 20 to 30 minutes to just install. So now I'll just click on to next. You have to make sure that you have to give some time to install it. Now I'll just click on to next here, guys, and yeah, so it says ready to configure. Now I'll just click on to again next, and here you don't have to worry about anything. You have to just leave it as it is. This is where we are going to set up our local host, and just have to click next. Now it says that you have to use a strong password encryption for authentication or use legacy authentication method. Now I'll use strong password encryption for authentication. This is very good. You have to do this only as it is recommended. And I also recommend this to do this, because guys, later on this will be used. So the password which you'll be setting in this, but that will be used. So MySQL. So it says that enter the password of the root account. Please remember and store this password in the secure place. So I'm just gonna create a password here quickly, guys. So I've created my password, and whatever is that, you can just click on to next. Now, guys, as soon as we come here, you can see that it asks us to configure the MySQL server as a Windows service. I will not do anything in this. Whatever is there, you have to leave it as it is. Make sure that this start the MySQL server at system startup is checked. Yes, it should be checked, guys. You don't have to turn it off. You might be thinking that it's an external application that will automatically turn on, but you don't have to do anything in that. Make sure to check this out. This is important, guys. Click on to next, and it says that server file permission, so you can circulate, do everything. I'll say yes, grant full access to the running Windows service. I'll just click on to next, and I'll just click on to execute. So just wait for it to execute, and it'll be done. Okay, guys, so this is it, guys, and I'll just click on to finish. Then I'll click on to next, click on to next again, click on to next again. And here, before we go further, you need to give the password right here, and you have to first click on to check. So I'll just give the password which I've created just now, and I'll click on to check first. Without checking that, you cannot move further. So I'll just have to click on to check, and once the connection succeeded comes, then you can press on to next, and then you just have to click on to execute. Now, guys, once the execution is done, you can just click on to finish, click on to next. You don't have to worry about anything, guys. You just have to click on to finish. And there you go. At last, this window will get opened up. You don't have to worry about anything. You can just say directly close it. So guys, this MySQL Workbench will now open up. And guys, for me and my system, MySQL connections, in this we have two connections available. Now, one I have created and one was automatically created by default. So if you just in your system also only one local instance, MySQL local instance will come. You can just use that. You don't have to create another one. In future videos, when we are doing any kind of development or database connectivity, there you might use or create another connection, guys. But in this case, you don't have to. So in your case, only one SQL connection would have been shown. It is normal. It is okay, guys. That is what you want to do, and you can just click onto that now and check if it is working or not. So I can just give my password which I have created, and I'll just click onto OK. And you can see now my SQL Workbench has opened up and everything works fine. So guys, that's all, and this is how you install MySQL into the latest Windows 11 operating system as of for 2025 December month. I hope so that you have understood this video really well. If you found this video informative, please do give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon also so that you won't miss any future updates, guys. And that's it. And yeah, this is the installation video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, happy learning and stay safe.